Episode 109.
My name is Mariya, and I studied a lot of things. I have nearly a dozen of university degrees and qualifications, and I worked as a lawyer interpreter, as a university lecturer. I did a few other things. At the moment, I'm conducting research and I speak personal development, in particular on human potential and how to become intentionally adaptable to thrive. I think success is a journey. It is not a destination. And for me, success is about actually how happy a person is.
Welcome to Innovator Diaries, a show where influencers and leaders from all walks of life share their story and experiences. You learn the strategies and action points that have helped them find success and get to where they are today. You'll hear their stories and valuable advice to help you on your own path. These messages may also help somebody you know, so please share. Mariya, thank you so much for your time today. I'm actually excited to talk to you because, as you said, you're not only doing research on these topics, but you're a two-time TED speaker and you're a thought leader on resilience, on intentional adaptability, and the human potential. And you have a very interesting work experience. As you said, you're a lawyer and related to taxation as well, but you're on the board advisor on several organizations, like, for example, Utopia Aerospace, which is a company that develops or is trying to develop the world's first hybrid rocket engine. Very interesting. They're based in Melbourne, and also SO Synergy and Finance Academy. So it's very varied. So I'm interested to know, how did you end up working or collaborating with these organizations? So could you please tell me a little bit about your childhood and who was the most influential person in that stage of your life?
Oh, it was such a long time ago. I'm much older than I look. I had a really happy childhood. I grew up in Ukraine in a small village with my grandparents on their lovely farm. They took really great care of me. The first 5 years of my life I spent with them. Mm-hmm. And my first mentor, my first person who I was looking up to was my grandmother. She was, unfortunately, she's no longer with us. She was a brilliant doctor and one of the most amazing people I know. Mm-hmm. And at 5 years old, I would say my childhood ended because I moved countries. I started music school. I started learning different language to study on. A year later, I started regular school, primary school. And from there, I started being very, very busy. I slept maybe 4 hours a night. Wow. I was juggling a lot of things.
How old were you at this time?
So when I was 5, I moved countries and I started going to music school.
Okay. Can I ask, when you say you moved at 5, you moved away from your family and just went to a music school, or?
No, so I spent my childhood with my grandparents, and at 5 I moved from Ukraine to Russia to live with my parents.
Okay.
And to start my education.
Okay. And what do you think your grandparents, or what do you remember from your grandparents that you're using today? Like, what do you think is their biggest lesson?
Well, I learned a lot of things that I had to relearn. So in particular, my grandma and also my dad, they were brilliant doctors and amazing people. But one of the things that they were doing is that they kept constantly grinding and they were constantly busy. They cut down on sleep. Sometimes they had sleepless nights. It was all because they were trying to
Want to listen to the entire interview? Simply go to innovatordiaries.com/episode number. Or you can find this episode and hundreds of other great stories on Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast player is. Please check me out on LinkedIn. Follow or connect with me, as I'm very proactive on that social network. And finally, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll get all the new stories as soon as they're released. See you next time.